Morning, everyone. Yes, I'm still here. And yes, they're still sending. But what else is new? You know, me, my team, in spirit, and here we're laughing. We think this is, well, whatever. Anyway, they kept telling me, and then, you know, the routine, how, well, I'm not telling you how I get messages, but they're from God. And then, whoever else I speak with. But I'm not the only one who speaks of this. And I spoke of this in my other videos. Anyway, they want me to say, I don't think you're getting the messages, these ones who are getting involved with these groups, the ones to get you. I want to know. And they want to know in spirit. And it's not only for the ones that, are getting involved. It's these ones who are constant, thinking that, you have the right or permission to do what you do to people. Do you want me? And I'm wondering too. And it's not only me, it's other readers. How many times are you going to believe you're going to get something by doing this? Especially after whatever is done. You're not getting anything. Look at how many got involved. Now I'm dealing with, a lot of different groups, with a good amount in each group. Look around. The ones that got involved. Look around. And see how many got involved. I'm talking about with each of these groups. That the person who got you involved. And then say to yourself, why is it all of us are going after one person? Now that's for my group. But, see, the ones that are involved with me, yeah, you're going after me. And, you know, my brothers and sisters, my soul tribe, and well, who people think or trying to find out who my DEM is, like I said, you're not going to know unless we say it. But anyway, really, say to yourself, why is it all of you are going after one person? Now, I was informed also, before I finish, you see, the groups and the ones, that are involved are going after me and my, like I said. But there's other groups that, they have thinking that they're going to throw people off for others. Sometimes, you guys work and do others, thinking that you're tormenting them. But anyway, I'll let you know why you guys are only, because they're not going to tell you. You see, one, it's based on all lies. That, that's one hint. But they didn't tell you that. I'll give one more hint. The other one is they are getting as many involved because they don't want to get caught and go down by themselves. Technically, anyone could figure that one out. And I bet you if you got caught all together or by yourself, the person who got you involved, I bet you they have a way out where, they sneak out somewhere to hide. But they don't tell you that and where or how they're getting away. Well, I should say they think they're getting away. Like, like no one sees it, especially God. And they're not going to tell you. See, they'll pay you a little bit, and then let me guess. They say when the job is done, you bring them down or you get them to date you, this way, whatever. Okay. But they didn't tell you that person cannot be touched. You know, they just want to know, you know, what I'm doing or whoever, you know, where are they? Who are they seeing? You know, but they also don't tell you, you know, this way they don't get caught. They don't tell you that, you know, while you're watching me, you know, and they paid you a little bit and you use that for whatever, you know. They don't tell you that all of you are being watched too. You know, you're being watched also with so much evidence that is being collected. And the person who also got you also knows, you know, that they're being watched too. They keep forgetting that. You know, so they think that they can still get away and, you know, whatever. But the thing is, don't let anyone talk you into anything just for money. They didn't tell you again, and I will say it. Um, they didn't tell you, you know, um, all the stuff that you're doing with the, you know, that they're telling you to do. They didn't tell you, you know, with their help, that you'll get the same karma other than your own. And you've ruined your bloodline. No, they didn't tell you that. Think about it. Is it normal to think you can take someone's energy, you know, this way you could be them, or, you know, do death spells, you know, by you doing all that, you know, you're harming or killing innocent people, which, you know, whatever you're doing, through magic, stalking, etc. So you're collecting all the karma. They didn't tell you that. Altogether, plus individual. No, why would they tell you that? Everything gets returned to sender. They didn't tell you that. You see, this person never said, you know, they think that they are God. So they think that they can do anything to anybody. And that nothing, sorry, excuse me, that nothing will come back to them except whose ever energy or whatever, you know, by doing death spells or death threats or whatever, that by offing me, that they'll get everything that God blessed me with, that I use the right way. They didn't tell you that. And if they did they tell you that you will get the karma? It comes back? Or did they convince you? That's not true. Once everything is all done, we'll get everything. Is that what they said? And is that what the tarot readers that you went to? Or, the witches or warlocks that you're going to and joined with? Is that what they told you? Well, they're all wrong. Yeah, they're all wrong. They didn't think that, because they didn't tell you with some of the groups, they didn't tell you how long they've been doing it with people, but it actually worked. That's because they went to the weak ones that didn't know anything, how to protect themselves or whatever. I'm not going to get into all that. How many people that they, did death spells on. But see, they came up with the wrong person, but they didn't tell you that. And if they did, it's one thing of being determined to do something. You see, I'm always determined, but I do things the right way. I don't do it with, revenge, being jealous of someone, or whatever. They didn't tell you that. And if they did, then, you guys, when someone said, you need to be determined to do something or never quit or whatever, that's if you're doing something right and doing something, that you love doing. And this is something that you shouldn't be where you love doing. Killing innocent people. Now, I did a video not that long ago how it all started, with everyone's ancestors. Back then, they didn't hear the warnings from God. They didn't hear the warnings from Jesus. That's when it all started with our ancestors. Yeah, back then. I mean, I found out all this through my great my grandmother, great grandmother. It's either my great great grandmother. Yeah. And they didn't tell you why they need to hire all these people. Did they? It's because they didn't tell you that, you see, all the return to sender or senders, they didn't tell you that it's been affecting them. But, you see, they think that I'm doing it. No. All of you think that you're trying to attach yourselves to my energy or to other people, my soul tribe or my soul tribe is my family and my family, my immediate family. But anyway, no, you're only getting your own energy back. They didn't tell you that. They also didn't tell you, see, their gifts were taken away. That's why they need all of you to do all these rituals. But with some, haven't you noticed? I don't know. Since you use candles along with other tools, that, when you first light it, it blows out. And if you didn't hear, a lot of them, exploded or, started fires. They didn't tell you that, did they? Yeah, they don't have gifts. And when they still tried to do it, you see, they didn't tell you that there's it's like a box around them. So when they do it, it gets, like a mirror facing them. And all these entities, yeah, they come visit me. We chit chat. They're talking to my spiritual team, among others, have a good laugh, and they go right back to them. They didn't tell you that. See, with anything and everything on all angles, even if they tried to get into the, in spirit, doesn't matter, spirit or underground, all angles, access denied. They have to go through God for them to get through. And if they do get through, they have to, it depends. See, my spiritual team's right there that they have to fight through. If they refuse to go speak to God, why they are there. They can't see me. And they're not going to. Occasionally, I'll get my right hook in there. But, if God says I can. But no, God handles everything. And so does my spiritual team and whoever else I know up there. And in the underworld. And also down here. They didn't tell you that, did they? Okay. And they didn't tell you that it goes the same for all of you, too. You do know that you'll lose your gifts, too. And access is denied. They didn't tell you that, they really don't care. Who they bring down until they find who can bring myself down or anyone else. If you're part of, the other group that goes after other people. Yeah, they didn't tell you that. But doesn't matter. Because now, especially if, you're part of these groups, in my situation, it applies definitely. Because, like I said, they didn't tell you that, I have men around the world. And they don't know who I know in spirit, the underworld, and here on earth. And they didn't also tell you, especially, and most of all, I'm God's daughter. They didn't tell you that, did they? Or, what's the lie that I heard? Oh, yeah. They probably told you, oh, she thinks that she's God's daughter. You know, but they didn't tell you also, well, I'll just pretend that I know God, I'm so close to God, and, you know, nobody will know. I'll just, get money off of people and just mention God every once in a while. But they want to play God thinking that they can beat him. No one can beat God. But anyway, other than I'm God's daughter, my family, which in my other videos I already told you, and in the beginning of this, and myself were highly protected. And that also means that, when I say family, that includes my DM. This person keeps on forgetting. With one of the groups, well, never mind. I'm not even going to get into it. But I was told that, with some, let me guess, you were told that I am doing magic to break up, I don't know, someone and their boyfriend or whoever. No, but they didn't tell you that they already been broken up or whatever. And I don't know any of you. They didn't tell you that, did they? I guess they forgot to tell you. Oh, yeah. I bet you they didn't tell you. That you messed with the wrong person. And guess who that is? Confirmation. Yeah. When all of you came up against me, you messed with the wrong person. You don't know who I know. In spirit, the underworld, and down here. And they didn't tell you who I was, did they? Well, I'm not going to tell you. And I'm not going to tell you who I know. It's all based with lies. And see how many people that they can bring down. Because they don't want to be alone when, they get brought down. That's how it works. When people, and ask them how many times they were warned. I'm not the only one that warned them. Now, like I said, I think it was my great, or maybe one more great, I'm not sure. I think it's great. One of them greats, told me, and in my other videos, and like here, and I'm going to continue. I don't care who likes me or not. Okay? One, I don't know you, and I don't care if some of you are, the few cousins or whatever cousin. It doesn't matter because I don't know you. I don't know the other groups either. You don't know me. And I mean, with some of the groups, I know how it started, but, I'm not going to ask why. Because truthfully, I don't know. And did they tell you that this is a crime? No, they didn't tell you that. See, honey, or no, I'm not even going to say that because a lot of people get pissed. I don't mean to say it. I'm used to saying it, But anyway, you see, I've been dealing this same BS since I was a baby. See, I explained that in my other video. Okay? Now I'm going to tell you. And I said it in my other video. See, back then, a lot of babies, if they were preemies, they couldn't save. That is like if you're like a few weeks or something like that, early or whatever how. I was 2.5 months early, okay? And when it started back then, they should have told me and answered my questions when I started speaking, I should say. Okay? They should have known, unless they did. You see, if you're born 2.5 months early, and if there was no God, do you really think that I would have lived? No. And if you so happen to know them, that group, did they tell you, what they tried to do constantly since I was a kid or a baby, all the way up till now? And then in between there, I got the new groups. Did they all tell you all that? No. And it's the same crap. I know what yous are doing. They thought they took my memory. Well, they did, because I didn't know. But also God was protecting it too. And when I do, most of the time when I put videos up, it's, I don't know what is being said, when they come through. I mean, they're coming through now, but I'm speaking now. I'm not even going to explain it. Forget it. Never mind. If you don't get that, when readers put up messages, it's not a personal message. If you don't get that, if you're not doing what the message says, it's not for you. But whatever. If you don't get all that, then you're not going to get, that. Yeah, they didn't tell you all that. I know what yous are doing. You can't hide. You can't, I don't know. You think you're cloaking yourself. You think you're protecting yourself. No. Can't get rid of evidence either, because God collects it and puts it on, wherever, the authorities or whoever. You do know that the authorities are involved, right? But you don't know who. It's not only the authorities, it's others. And that's the men I work with. And you're not going to find out either. Yeah, they didn't tell you that. But I've been saying it. You didn't listen. Now, for new ones, I hope, this message does get out there. Because, the saying goes, the truth will get you further. Patience, See, God rewards us, when we put work into it, and all that. But He doesn't if you do what you're not supposed to. And if you got away with it, and was getting, rewarded while you thought, you do know, which they probably forgot to tell you, but not only me, others been saying it, it gets taken away. So I don't know, and others been saying it too. I don't know who's telling you all this stuff, that you're going to get this, you're going to get that, you're going to do this, do that. Oh, you're going to be, successful and all that. Not off of people, by doing magic, and, and you're not going to find, just say that you had that as a little kid, oh, your person or whatever, by doing magic, and because you have a crush on somebody, you know oh, why should that person get them, so I'll do magic on both of them, you know do death spells on the woman or man or whatever. This way I can have them. How normal does that sound? I mean, really, how normal does that sound? Did they also tell you, what my other videos, unless you saw them, you do know that everything is in God's hands? Like, everything. Okay? So you can't steal anything anymore. You did in the past. Yeah, I did a video on that too. And yes, I know all your names and whatever. I put the initials out. I won't say your names. You see, because you're going to get, you see, everyone around the world, since, you guys travel to other countries or wherever, it's not only in the States, it's other countries who I'm dealing with. See, my job is, well, one, because you came up with, up against the wrong person. So my job is, you're not getting away with anything anymore. I let it go way too long. And with some, I said I only had to say a word to God. But we came up with a better plan. So now it's time. I'm not going to tell you when, but while it's happening, everyone will say it. And like I said in my other video just recently, you can't hide. And ones who hide you, they're involved now. So whatever that is for the punishment, I don't know. And truthfully, I don't care. And that's why I didn't say full names. Making up fake pages is a crime. So your list, and when you go and get booked or wherever, whatever, I don't know. If more evidence comes through, it will get tacked on. So if you didn't hear my other videos about all this, you'll know that I said all this. Again, I'm repeating, which, I'm here to do God's messages, or whoever I speak to, or whoever comes through. And I'm here to spread, spread love and peace around the world. And to put a stop that, it's a crime that innocent ones are being harmed. Doesn't matter if you're innocent or not, no one should be harmed. Especially if you don't know a person. They didn't tell you that, but I already said that. They only know of me or whatever. They don't know me. I don't even know them at all. So again, think before you do anything, especially if someone promises, oh, you'll get this, you'll get that. Or, they probably told you, oh, I'm getting this, I'm getting that. Oh, I have that. Oh, she has my man. I don't steal anybody's man. I don't break up marriages. I don't steal anyone's boyfriend or whatever. God chose my DM, okay? And I'm patient. But that wait is over now. And no one or anyone or anything can stop it. You're not going to find out unless I put something up. Or we agree, or whatever. See, my DM, he knows who I am. Okay? I was shown a long time ago. But I knew it was going to happen. So God makes sure that I don't mention them. I don't think, unless, I'm in a safe place, that's when I think of them. Because, yeah, you go in my dreams. I know that. And let me guess, you don't know, do you? You think you're messing up my dreams? No. When you stopped going in my dreams, did you, like, come out of it, like, kind of dizzy? Because I go from one thing to the next, to make anyone get dizzy. Huh? Did that happen? Well, that's what you get for not having permission to come near me, or, think that you could do something to me or to any of my family. That's what you get. And all the, the making, me sick and all that. No, I'm tired of being sick, since I was a baby, until I learned. Now I'm getting stronger and stronger. So that doesn't affect me. So, like I said, checkmate. You see, other than I had a master teaching me, I had a few masters. But anyway, you think you could play and mess up my dreams or whatever, make me go to the loony bin and all that? No. It's not funny anymore, is it? See, like I said, I don't know why people just can't stop repeating and start, trying to make things better. You see, when I had to go through it, yeah, the ones who did all that, with the magic and all that, they thought they knew how to do it, but they never told me about it. All the nightmares, all the entities after me or whatever. Not only that, the Jezebels or whatever you call a man, whatever. I was 6 years old when I, 6. Really? What are they called? Especially if it was a man or whatever. Pedophile? Really? So I don't know if it was an entity or, whoever traveled, whatever. I don't know. I don't care. Whatever. Ask the person who I kicked. What was it, 2 nights ago? And the black eye. because, people think that, that, they can change me. This way I could be with the opposite, the same sex, or whatever, how you say it. And again, I have nothing against it. I'm straight, though. I have a lot of friends that are, that with that are with the same sex. And back then, when I used to go out, not all the time, they were the best person who I spoke to for good outfits. So it doesn't matter who you are, I'm nice too. But when you do BS like this, no. And if I find out that you do it to other people, no. You see, they're also trying to get me pissed off. Start yelling. This way, they think that I'll get put away or whatever. See, back then, with some people, they would start arguments with me. I would yell. But them saying that I was yelling, no. See, well, right now I'm talking low because people are sleeping. Even though it's morning, which I got to get them up. They thought that I was yelling, but no, I was just talking loud. This way they can hear. But they got pissed off because, I was defending myself. See, with all of you, and speaking to others about me, I'm not there to defend myself. Even though sometimes, I'm told what is said. But I really don't care. Because if you're trying to get me mad or pissed off or whatever, you'll know it. Right now, all of you, like I said in my other videos, you'll be stupid if you got God pissed off. And I'm not about to do that. But it's too late. People already got him upset. Not only him. All of your ancestors. You even got the underworld. All the entities you're disturbing. They're pissed off too. Because you keep on go, doing things through lies, and you're harming innocent people. You keep repeating instead of making the world better, making yourself better. No, you're just continuing, you know, after generation after generation after generation. See, like I said, when I was a baby or whatever, you couldn't speak about all this, okay? You couldn't get help to learn about it. I did everything on my own. There is so much help today to learn about it if you go to the right people. And when someone is speaking about someone and they're not there to defend themselves, that should be a clue. One, the person's jealous or has a lot of hatred or whatever, or envy, whatever you want to say. You should go to the person who they're talking about and find out what the truth is before you accept all these promises that aren't going to be kept. See, I know what that is. All the promises that were never kept. Instead of using your gifts wrong, you know, for it to be taken away, along with everything else, and karma just keeps on getting tacked on, and you lose everything that you tried to do to others. Do it right. There's a lot to do to, make money or whatever. Don't be jealous of others who make the money the right way. Like I said, my tribe or whatever, and myself, I've been working. They work hard. But no, because we tell the truth and we keep mentioning God, who everybody keeps forgetting, God created everything. But no, when somebody tells the truth, yeah, I tell the truth, like the last video I just made. I think it was called Did You Know? Or I forget. I have to go back to hear it. Because like I said, when I get messages, I might be talking, speaking. Sorry. But it's not me. And I don't remember. I do that, when I get messages or whatever. Because I don't get into other people's business when I didn't get permission to. Like, I didn't give permission to any of you. Instead of being jealous, oh, I don't want them to get a whole bunch of views or likes or whatever the other thing is. What is it? Subscribers or I don't know. Whatever it is. I need to learn how everything works. But anyway, why can't you help a person, if they came across like what I do to get their video out? I hit like. And I'm not asking for anybody to do that. I at this moment, you do. But why can't you help someone, and say, keep going, don't quit, or whatever? Help people. I said it, I keep saying this. You never know who you'll you can make somebody's day. By, I don't know, like I said, giving them a smile, telling them hello. And like I said in my other video, if you see somebody being upset, I don't know, make a joke or do something, goofy or something like that to make them laugh. And said, good. I made you laugh. Stay with that. Or, to distract them. Why, they're crying or something like that. You made that person's day. You never know what people are going through. And remember, everyone starts out the same. It's up to each person to make themselves better. And like I said in the other video, certain ones get wherever. Everyone has a purpose. At different levels or whatever. Remember, yeah, we all need money if you work at it. But money doesn't buy love. If you come across someone that's just starting out, an artist or a reader or whoever, whatever help the person. Keep going, or I'm proud of you, or, a lot of people don't get, oh, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of all of you. That doesn't mean that I know all of them. I'm trying to make someone's day. And you should be grateful every time you wake up. God got you up. because you have a purpose for today or that day. You're worth something. But again, by doing something like this, magic or harming someone, stealing from someone, whatever, something that you know is wrong, how do you expect to get rewarded? And what is this teaching your kids, if you have kids? You know, our great grandparents, they taught as best they could, but they got through everything. How do you think we got here? How do you think we got here? But they want us to make it better, not repeat. I said this in my other video. With some of you, because now new ones, came to your group. You use those fake pages with some. I told you all this. But anyway, this is long enough. But really, think about it. I mean, it's not late, to speak to God or whatever, But like I said, even your ancestors are pissed off at you, you know. And no protection. But I didn't ask anything else. I don't want to know. Not until everything's all done. I told them I do not want to know. And even if they did tell me, I won't put it up yet. And when I say names, I don't know who I'm talking to or talking about. But I'm not going to repeat myself with that one either. So before you decide to do anything, this is for everyone. Oh, that's why I'm repeating all this? Okay. Well, hopefully it gets to whoever they're telling me that's thinking of doing something that they know they shouldn't be, or it's based on a lie. Think about it. There's all kinds of ways to make money the right way. Especially if it's to do with, magic to harm people or prevent them from doing something. Ask them. You know, unless you belonged with the group all these years, so you know what they did. Well, when it affected me. Well, not really, but you know. So everything that I felt, all the entities that I didn't know before, should have, realized it's all getting returned. And, all because of, all of you and whoever, convinced you to join the group. So what I went through until I got to know them. Yeah, I got to know the entities that was sent eventually. So don't complain that you're scared of, entities that you can't see or whatever. Because was any of you there when I was going through it? No. Did I care that yous were there? No. Should have listened. But, what could I say? Well, sending love, light, peace to everyone. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm sending coffee with espresso, hot or ice, and some tea to start your day. But I've been on here long enough. I have a lot to do. And take care of. So anyway, I hope this helps someone. And if it resonates, you know what to do. And if you know who is involved or, whatever, don't confront anyone. Just go directly to the authorities. Because confronting them, it's not going to help. Just go directly and give them the report or make a report, whatever, how it goes. Go to the authorities, the embassy, whatever. And as always, thank you. And have a great day today. Ciao.